The most trouble I've ever gotten into on this app was for talking about book bans, but I'm a slow learner with a high tolerance for pain, so I'd like to revisit them. And there's one aspect of the conversation in particular I want to revisit because I saw a popular video last week that, in my opinion, just got things entirely wrong. The fact that you can still buy a book on Amazon or at Barnes & Noble does not mean that it is not a banned book. I see this argument thrown around a lot, and I find it to be kind of in really staggeringly bad faith intellectually, to the extent that I have to assume it's in part because we just are misaligned on what a ban is. A ban is an official or legal prohibition. Yes, the government might ban something society-wide like an illicit substance, but the dress code at your place of work is also a form of ban. A book ban in a foreign country might mean that the book is just illegal to sell. A book ban domestically might mean that it's banned from a public library because of some local ordinance, but is still available at your bookstore. Both cases are restrictions on access to the book. They're different in degree, but not the kind of thing they are. And Aristotle figured out the distinction between the difference in kind and the difference in degree like 2,300 years ago, so I think we can handle that conversation today. Let me drop my perpetual disclaimer here too that you can have thoughtful conversations about when to introduce media to who responsibly. I just find that almost no instances of the book ban conversation in this country right now are those conversations. So just the same way you wouldn't say a cut can't be serious just because the limb isn't severed, I don't think you can attack concerns around book bans solely because there are other access avenues to those books. For starters, decisions we make as a society about what is publicly and freely available say a lot about the ideas and the people that we will entertain versus marginalize. Also, one of humanity's greatest innovations has been the free and public access to knowledge that libraries provide, and paywalling access to material you find objectionable is just choosing who gets to access it based off of their purchasing power, and that strikes me as crappy. Not to mention, a lot of us are very concerned about the slippery slope we have with the suppression of speech or ideas. 5 years ago, most book challenges took place in schools, and today most of them are happening in public libraries. This problem will spread. Also, I get right now this is framed in the US as a left versus right debate, but I want to be clear, I don't think it has to be. Principled Republicans, Democrats, and independents should all be able to agree that even viewpoints they find objectionable or disagree with are viewpoints other people should have free access to. If you want to have a good faith conversation about media responsibility, I'm all for it. I'd just like to see fewer bad faith arguments get made.